skills, you know, that's just like any of the case studies. But the marketing environment, am I talking about all 5 elements? And you want to have headings that make me know that you're talking about an element. You may know what you're talking about, but make sure that I know, again, so it doesn't cause me stress. You know, trying to figure that out, to try to find where you are, to not take points off. That's what I really try to do. When I don't see something, I look, is there any chance? And it really takes a lot for me to minus points unless it's pretty blatant. Target market. You know, the first 4, the way you segment, you can cover that, but then you're not often looking at the rubric, so you don't estimate market potential. So what's the point of doing segmentation if you're not going to estimate to see if there's a chance to make profit for that target market? So make sure you include that. And then product, price, place, promotion, those are just the, what is that called? What are those part of? Marketing mix. Those are the marketing mix elements. So that then will be the marketing plan, and I hope you've already started on it. You have a draft, an outline, something. Get working on that, because you're going to have tests, another case study, and you want to maybe get a case study out of the way, get that in early, so then you can just focus on that marketing plan and wrap it up, maybe the final rewrite, edits, maybe have somebody look at it, that kind of stuff. And those things could take time, so you want to do it. Now, the presentation is the last part, and it is worth 60 points. So that can be a swinger for a grade. That probably won't mean the difference between passing and failing the course, nothing like that, but it can be a real swinger in the grade. So when you do this, again, look at the rubric, and you want to tell us about your marketing plan. If you come up here and move this over, stand by the podium, and just read it, which you can do, you get a manuscript, you're just reading a report. You're giving us a book report on your marketing plan. And we've got 21 people. So that poor 21st person is going to be so tuned out if everybody does that. So you take like 5 minutes. You can do this in 5 minutes. 5 minutes is acceptable. I'm just looking to see the elements. Do you have an introduction, a body, and a conclusion? So if you do the formula for an informative speech or presentation where you tell them what you're going to tell them, then tell them, and then tell them what you told them, that is all that you need to have as far as those elements, and then some transitions between them. So when you get in the introduction, I'm going to tell you about my marketing plan on biscuits, dog food, or something like that, and then you get done and you move to the transition over to the body, and then you move to the conclusion, and the transition might be, okay, I've tried to tell you about my marketing plan that I did on biscuits, dog food, and what really struck me is, and I hope you enjoyed my time with you. Not, well, I don't have anything else to say. That's not effective. Content, vocabulary, word choice. So maybe practice this thing to see what kind of words you're using, slow down to articulate, practice pausing, things like that. Use some marketing terms. Throw in some marketing terms. Humor me. Use the term, maybe, you know, utility, or marketing mix, or value proposition, position. Just throw in a couple terms, because, but in context, where they mean something to you, not just for the fact that he said throw them in, so I'm throwing them in. Throw them in, don't throw them in, place them in where they add context to what you're saying. And you can actually build this thing, just intro, body, conclusion, with a couple marketing terms that then you embellish your plan out of that. This is not where you're giving us the exact thing I'm grading you right. This is where you're just sharing what your plan is about in this business. And then delivery. Verbal, the voice, projection, nonverbal, eye contact, once in a while look at people. You know, it's one thing, I understand this. I'm up here every week and I've been doing this for years, so I'm usually on this side. I mean, I am in groups where I'm part of an audience, but I do this in a lot of, I've been president of 3 nonprofits, I do presentations in IBM training, I'm in this spot all the time. So it's almost like I don't expect anybody to be up here with me. But when you're out there all the time, if you haven't done this, you get up here and you look, all of a sudden these people that are your friends and cohorts and peers, you want to freak out. But we're all in this together. So I'll be sitting in the audience, and if you think no one is interested in what you're saying, or nobody cares, pay attention, I'm going to give you the same attention as I did the first week, and wherever I sit, if you want to see somebody that's interested or paying attention, other than I'm taking notes, you look at me if you want a home base, because out of respect for you, I will pay attention to what you have prepared. But pay respect for us in the group by putting a little work into it, just a little bit of work into it. And then the pace. So let me give you an example of what could be a way to do this. So if I were going to pick a business to do a marketing plan about, what might be a good business to choose that I'm going to do a marketing plan for? Put together.
I'm interested in.
Yeah. What's a company you think I might be interested in that I'd want to put a marketing plan?
Cookie shop.
What?
A cookie shop.
Did you say that first? Was she first?
I think so.
Who said it first? All right. Hey, audience interaction, a little visual aid. Get them. So, I would want to do a plan on Subway, and I want to do tell you about things that excited me about that. Not, man, this was just the suckiest assignment. I'm glad I'm done, and this is what I did. You know, that kind of, you know, just like getting through it. It's arduous. Instead, find something in there that you want to talk about. So, if I'm putting a plan together, I'm going to say, you know why I picked Subway? I love their cookies. Nobody makes a better fast food cookie than Subway. And I would love to help them market that so everybody can share with, that I could help them share that joy with more people. So they got a great product. And if you look at their subs, you look at their condiments and the value meal, that's really great. And speaking of that value meal, that's how they do, I think they do a really good job with the pricing. And as I looked at that, they could work a little more on a few other add-ons. They've gone to the breakfast and the flatbread a little bit, but they need to work on adding the product line, et cetera, et cetera. But they got a pretty good product. The value meal makes a pretty good price. Promotion, they got people like me on their distribution list, but my plan for them would be to increase some of the other social media aspects and bring people, like, you know, they got the pizza guys with the signs. I'd have some cookie guys with the Subway emblem or something at games, like at Notre Dame or something, and have them just continually, and coupons to give out free things. I do that with the promotion. And then distribution, they're pretty good. You got one here on campus, put another one on campus. Put one where students can get to it leisure when they're going to classes or visitors. So that's what I would do in their marketing plan, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But I love Subway, and that's why I picked them as a business. So find something you're really enthusiastic about the company you put the marketing plan together for. And this is your marketing plan for them. It's not a book report of what, like, they tell you what these companies do, the marketing do. No, you're not just telling us what some other company did. It's your marketing plan for them. What you think they should do with the elements in that marketing mix to meet the needs and wants of their customers, or grow it, or whatever you say the objectives could be, should be, etc. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, you understand the written part, you understand the presentation part, and it's not to be a professional presentation, but I will tell you that the thing that people look for, whether it be making presentations or teaching or instructing or things like that, or even to a job interview, or leading a department or a project, or the president of a club, where, I wouldn't want to be president of a club, but when we think of leaders that lead things, we think, man, could somebody that has a passion for an organization do a better job than the person leading the organization? Maybe that's you, and the thing that keeps a person from doing it is fear of public speaking. So if you find something passionate, step up there. You get presence, and people get drawn to that, and that's leadership. And that enhances a career, that enhances a life, and that makes it a lot more fun along the way. So I told you, I taught speech for a while, and I did that because I really love seeing people succeed. And giving the speech is one of the hardest things. And I know in the back of somebody's mind, that could be the biggest inhibitor in this class, that fear. I need the points, and I got to do it. I don't want to do that. I understand that, like, over and over and over again. So it's going to be like medicine. You trust me, you know, I'm on your side, you know, I'm here to help you and try to make this through. But I also throw in things to increase the learning. And making a presentation, I believe, is one of those things, not just for this class, but for competencies and capabilities that lead to career happiness. That's what I believe. And then again, I'm a Subway cookie fan and a Notre Dame fan, and some people would say, well, that's why he's nuts. But I don't think I'm nuts, so we'll see what you do. Any questions?
How long of a presentation? You said 5 minutes?
5 minutes, 5 to 10. 5 to 10. I'm not timing them. Not timing them. If you do 1 minute, boom. You know, where you're almost done when you're sitting down, well, no, I'll know it's too short. And I won't have time to see the components. And if you go for 15 minutes, because of our time with that many people, because some people think they're really nervous, and you unleash a monster. You unleash a monster, because I've had that where they, I don't want to speak, I don't want to speak, I don't want to speak. They get up there, and 20 minutes later, I'm almost like, do I give them a high sign or not? Man, they're really enjoying this, but we got a bunch of other people, so. Anything else? Okay, thank you very much.